In this video, we're going to be going over something that just came across my desk, and it's perhaps the best
thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you.
Now, I'm not talking about Wolf of Wall Street strategies. Instead, I'm talking about Pump.fun and the latest tweet. So, Pump.fun have decided to acquire Padre, which Padre is a trading terminal similar to Axiom, GMGN, and all of the other tools people have been using in the past, such as Nova, a lot of the shady ones. So, all of those trading terminals have led up to Padre, which is one of the latest platforms. It doesn't have many users, but Pump.fun have gone ahead and decided to acquire the platform, and for good reason. I think they have a lot of ideas they want to put into place with a platform, and I'm super bullish on this because of the fact that if you've ever used the Pump.fun app itself, it's super easy to use. My brother that never traded crypto before can log on to the Pump.fun app and he can trade meme coins instantly with having no experience in the past of ever touching a trading terminal. That's something that I think Pump.fun is going to bring to Padre, and it's the reason now that I'm actually really bullish on the platform itself, and I feel like you should be signing up to Padre. If you want to do that, you can use my link down below as usual. You actually save a lot of fees on Padre, and we're going to go into that in this video, but you save a lot more fees on Padre as cashback, so you actually get more money in your account from even trading on Padre compared to other platforms, and that's something Pump.fun also covered. Now, if we take a look at their tweets, we can actually go through and see that they announced just now about an hour ago that they've decided to acquire Padre. Padre is an industry-leading trading terminal which provides a seamless, high-speed trading experience with next-level analytics for professional traders on Solana, BNB Chain, Base, and Ethereum. Now, if you've seen, Axiom just recently added BNB trading. Padre has already had that. They've already had Base. They have Ethereum. They already have a lot of platforms. So Padre's dev team seems to be really solid. They're already adding a lot of the features that people want on these trading terminals. And from looking at Padre itself, it's a lot easier to use. And I will be making a video going in more depth on how to use Padre. But in this video, we'll do a quick overview and go through the platform. Now, our mission is to tokenize the world's highest potential opportunities. How do traders that ultimately supply liquidity for tokens discover these opportunities? For the past year, it's been proving the trading terminals capture the most trading volumes in the ecosystem. So this kind of says Pump.fun have been keeping track of all of the trading terminals. They even say they've been reaching out to use some of these and obviously update them with any of the changes they're making to the launchpad. And they've worked alongside all of these teams, and they've noticed the most volume is coming from those trading platforms. So that's where all of the traders are trading the volume on chain. So it's something that they would have had a close eye on. By giving users the most advanced trading experience, these products have grown incredibly fast. They did what any good crypto product does, make their users money. So obviously everyone's using these platforms to make money, and the easier they can log in and use these platforms, the better it is for everybody. To get to the next level, we need to build for retail while remaining in touch with our most valuable loyal users. Exactly as I said, if you've ever used the Pump.fun app, it's super easy to use. I think these guys are the kings of making easy to use apps for retail. A huge issue we have in crypto is people are making these apps or platforms for people that know how to use the internet, people that know how to program. Maybe they have a background in web development. A lot of the people you're trying to get into crypto or meme coins, these people don't have backgrounds in tech. They don't really know how to use this stuff. People log into Coinbase because it's simple to use. They're not using super hard platforms like Jupiter at the get-go. They're using really simple platforms to get started. Now, that's where Pump.fun steps in. They know that they need to make it as easy as possible for users to log in, use these platforms and make money and trade, do what they want to do, which is trading. Now, why Padre? Why did they choose Padre? Despite Padre being one of the newest entrants, as I said, I think these guys have only been around for around 4 months, 5 months, at least from what I've seen from friends using Padre. It's only been the last 4 months that I've really seen them get any motion on chain and start to get people to partner up with them. So despite it being one of the newest, they're already one of the most popular tools because of best user experience. It's super simple to use. We will go through that. The most rewarding cashback and competitive fees. That's something we'll also go through. But if Pump.fun is already mentioning that, you can tell that they do stand behind that. And if they own it now, they will be still standing behind these really good cashback and competitive fees. This is something that was kind of on X for a long time where people didn't know, was the cashback real? Were they lying about the fees? But there's also documentation on this that can break down that it is real, and they are the platform that is giving the most cashback and the most kickback to their users. So you will see a lot of people now migrating from Axiom, GMGN to Padre, especially since they've already had BNB tokens and a lot of that tech. It seems like the Padre team are just updating the platform a lot faster. They had the best dedicated support for traders and the strongest core technology. The Padre team are exceptional builders who have building in the crypto space for multiple cycles and have always put users first. With our resources and unique position as the most dominant and innovative launchpad, Padre will be able to unlock a more edge for traders than any competitor. What to expect from the future of Padre? So, now that they own it, what to expect? Padre will work as usual, but what's going to change? They're doing immense upgrades in user experience, especially for tokens launched on Pump.fun, significant improvements in data speed and ultimately edge, and even better trading incentives. So even the fees that you're getting now, we could see an increase, and then also a token allocation from the Pump.fun team could come with the Pump.fun airdrop. Now, they do mention the Padre token will no longer have utility on the platform with no further plans for the future. So anyone that has had that Padre token may have been taking an L with this one. But I think there will be maybe an opportunity if they do it right. If they do the Pump.fun airdrop, maybe you can transfer some Padre into Pump token, or they'll be able to save some kind of face with that token in the future. But I think just from trading on the platform, and as they've said, make the switch today, just from trading on the platform and having that volume, there could be a bigger airdrop for Pump.fun users now that they own the actual platform. So that's the overall with the tweet and the announcement. It was huge news. A lot of traders are making the switch already. But we're going to take a look at the Padre platform and see exactly how you can get started trading. So this is the Padre website. Once you go to it, it's padre.gg. But I'll leave a link down below where, as I said, if you use my affiliate link, you'll actually get 35% back on all of your trades. So all of your fees, you'll get a 35% cashback. Now, once you use my link, you can go and start spreading this to other people. There's going to be a lot of people that have not actually signed up to Padre yet. So if you get on and you use my link, feel free to use your own link and generate your own link to then share that in your Discords with friends. Get people to sign up. They're going to save money. You're also going to save money. And as the Pump.fun team have mentioned, there's going to be a lot more incentives to make the switch to Padre. So super bullish on the platform overall. If you've clicked the link and you log in, it's going to bring you to the trade.padre.gg website. So you're going to be on something that looks like this, which is very similar to Axiom. It just has less tabs at the moment. And I'm hoping they actually keep it this way. I'm hoping they keep Padre as easy as possible, because with a lot of these other platforms, there's so many buttons, so much stuff to keep track of. I think any retail user would find it very difficult to trade on some of those platforms. And I would know from experience, because we have over 600 members in our Discord. You can join down below. There's a lot of the members that join that maybe work a 9 to 5. They're not super tech savvy. They don't really understand tech overall, but they want to get into trading and they're trying to find the easiest way to do that. Now, this platform could solve that, especially with the Pump.fun team working on it. They could make this really foolproof, easy to use, easy to log into, a super nice app on your phone. I think that is going to help onboard a lot of retail. So as I said, with the UI, I hope it stays the exact same. There is some options to change your theme. So if we want to change it to kind of like the old photon colors, we can do violet. If we want to change it to green, a dark color scheme, a gray color scheme, you can pretty much do a custom one if you want. So you can actually change the full layout, the full appearance of the whole UI of the platform. Now, once you're in, trading is like normal. You'll be in the trending tab. So trending, you'll have trending, decks, new, pump live. So who's live on Pump.fun, and you'll have all of the streams. So if you want to buy into any streamer coins, you can do that here. So these features are very similar to what Axiom has. The biggest benefit from the platform right now, I feel, is the cashback. So you will save money just by switching to the platform straight away. So if you're already trading on Axiom, I think this is the final nail in the coffin to make the switch. Unless Axiom can make some crazy improvements or crazy reason to stay on the platform, I think the fact that Padre is actually giving a bigger kickback is a big enough reason for most people to switch. Because other than that, they don't really give you any upper hand in terms of features. This platform has all of the stuff in terms of positions, orders, holders, top traders, dev tokens, top 10%, dev holdings, snipers, insiders, bundlers, fresh buys. A lot of the features that these have already exist on other platforms. Padre is just implementing stuff a lot faster. As I mentioned, this platform is not around a long time, and they've been adding stuff almost weekly. I've seen them do updates to the platform. They're constantly adding new features all of the time. Now, we have the portfolio. This would be our own portfolio. The tracking, you have your Twitter tracker, you have the X tracker, X or Twitter. Then you also have the wallet tracker. So you can go ahead and you can import all of your wallets by just clicking in the bottom left-hand corner. You can just paste in your normal one. So you can paste in your full one. And that's going to import all of those wallets into your account so you won't miss anything. You won't miss any traders that you've had on Axiom or any other platforms. You can get started straight away. But I have noticed, similar to GMGN, when you're in a coin that's pretty popular, if we go into BQuest, for example, maybe not that one because nobody's in it. Let's see if we can find one that's pretty high. Let's see. The trenches are still pretty much low. So even though I have nobody tracked, we can actually see there's some KOLs already in here. So we have, let's see, I think this is Casino, Files, Trav, Casino again. So you have some people by default. And I'm assuming once you add, similar to GMGN, once you add your wallets, it's going to get rid of all of these default people. But it is good that you have some default KOLs. And as normal, you can go to call scan, you can copy those addresses and bring them straight into the platform. Now, the main tab that everyone's going to be on is the trenches. So in the trenches tab, you have all of the tokens that are running. You have the migrated, you have the soon to migrate, and you have the new, similar to every other trading platform. As I said, they're not reinventing the wheel. If anything, I think Padre will be doing the opposite. I think they'll add the features people need, but they will be making it as easy as possible for retail users and new users to onboard to meme coins and trade. Now, the biggest benefit now is the fact that it is owned by Pump.fun. So if there is a big airdrop, if there is incentive, the fact that it's linked to the biggest launchpad in Solana meme coins is a huge bonus, and it's super bullish. So that's why I will be trading on Padre moving forward. I'd still be checking out Axiom, but I think it's a no-brainer to switch to Padre and get the cash back overall from your trades. So if you want to do that, as I mentioned, go to your rewards tab. You can use my link down below. Once you are logged in and you have your own dashboard, go to the rewards tab. You'll be able to set your own referral code. You can put yours. Mine is hybrid, so you can use mine, but you'll be able to set yours, go into your Discord, share it with your friends, share it with people that maybe you make content, share it with your YouTubers, YouTube followers and your subscribers, or go to your Twitter and start bull posting it. Try and get people to sign up. You're going to earn 35% kickback from your ref links. And it's something Handsome Finance was pushing too, to get people onboarded to the platform. It's great that they have a high kickback because one, it helps you save money, but it also helps anyone else you sign up to make money and save money also. So it's a win-win in that sense. And with the tweet from X that we saw, I think they're just going to add more and more ways for us to make money, whether it's airdrops, if it's kickbacks. So this platform being linked to Pump.fun has a lot of money behind it now. Pump.fun was one of the fastest growing companies in the world last year. So the fact that they are making money, I think it was 100 million a month, 200 million a month at one stage, super fast growth from any company means they have this money to acquire Padre. They've been acquiring other platforms. They've been making dexes. The company has a shit ton of money to sit on. So they're just going to keep releasing features and acquiring stuff to make it as good as possible. Now, let's take a look at the Alon tweet. So that's the kind of overview of Padre. Try to fit in the basics. If you do want a full overview of the whole platform, how to import your wallets, how to set up your fees, I will make that. I'll try and make it as soon as possible. Just comment down below if that's something you're interested in. But let's take a look at this tweet. So from Alon, today marks another historic day for Pump ecosystem. What we're known for is innovating, growing the market as a whole, and creating the most retail-friendly products. But we have always wanted to find more ways to support and reward our existing loyal user base, most of which uses pro trading terminals. When making major trading changes to Pump.fun smart contracts, we've constantly in touch with pro trading terminals that have integrated our infrastructure so that user experience is unaffected. Now, while most teams, even the most established players, regularly mess up, causing temporary outages and user losses, the Padre team have always been on point and showed the highest degree of professionalism. So this shows in the background, Pump.fun have actually been working with Axiom, GMGN, and all of these platforms. And of all of those ones, they've probably got on the most, as they've said, with Padre. So the team is obviously there. They're solid. They're good devs. And it makes sense that they would acquire the one that have been the easiest to work with. While observing the ecosystem closely over the past few months, I noticed that they've always integrated new launchpads, chains, and features before everyone else. With less time to market, fewer resources, and less distribution, they were able to become one of the most popular trading tools on chain, an incredibly impressive feat. I very clearly remember how users that initially joked about Padre turned into loyal users of the product only weeks later. So he's already been keeping track of the platform, and that's why he's decided to purchase it. The Padre team has shown the most grit, execution capability, and integrity out of any crypto team I've gotten to know. So pretty much the TLDR, he's obviously been in the background speaking to this team, and he's found that this platform has been the best one to partner with. And I think with the Pump Fun team working with the Padre team, I think this platform, this trading terminal, could be one of the best and one of the easiest to use, which is the sweet spot that we need in meme coins for us to really onboard the masses, to really get people from TikTok, platforms like Instagram Reels, all of those people to really get into trading. It needs to be as easy as possible. So this is huge news for the trenches as a whole. I hope with the two teams working together, we do see a lot more volume. We're coming up to Christmas now, which usually is a point where we see a lot more volume in the trenches. So this could be the catalyst to really bring in a lot of new people. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit longer. It was kind of a bit different, me going over more of a tweet. If you did like this style of maybe crypto news or I guess announcement, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys' feedback. I think we're at 1.2 or 1.3 thousand subscribers now. I'm still going to try and aim for 2K by the end of the month. So if you are enjoying these videos, make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below for any suggestions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.